The incident. In the quiet suburbs of New York, a young girl named Lily Saunders was enjoying her evening. The stars twinkled brightly, visible through her bedroom window as she played with her beloved stuffed bear. Unknown to her, this peaceful night would soon be shattered by an event that would ignite a galactic conflict of unimaginable proportions. Suddenly, a bright light engulfed her room. Lily's eyes widened in fear as she felt herself being lifted from her bed. Before she could scream, she was gone, abducted by an alien species known as the Khazir, who had silently infiltrated Earth with a single devastating mission. The Khazir, a scientifically advanced but morally bankrupt race, had been facing a genetic collapse. In their desperation, they sought to study human DNA, believing it held the key to their survival. Without diplomatic consent or regard for human rights, they abducted Lily, hoping her genetic material would save their species. Back on Earth, the Saunders family was plunged into despair. The abduction was reported immediately, triggering an unprecedented response from the United Earth Federation, UEF. The disappearance of a single child might seem insignificant in the grand scheme of the galaxy, but to humans, every individual life was sacred. The UEF, known for its protective nature towards its citizens, immediately mobilized its intelligence and military resources. A rapid investigation pinpointed the Khazir as the perpetrators. Diplomatic channels were quickly flooded with demands for Lily's immediate return, but the Khazir, arrogant and dismissive, refused to cooperate, underestimating the fury they had just unleashed. High Diplomat Orin of the Iconian Confederation watched the events unfold with growing concern. He had long warned his peers about humanity's fierce protective instincts. As Ambassador Zex paced nervously in the council chambers, Orin remained calm, his eyes fixed on the stars. "They're not insane, Zex," Orin said, breaking the tense silence. "They're protective of their young. You took one of theirs, and now they will stop at nothing to get her back." Zex stopped pacing, his face pale, but overreacting for a single child. Our entire confederation burned and shattered for what? A dispute over custody. Orin sighed, showing Zex a data tablet filled with images of burning worlds and destroyed stations. Khazir needed to study human DNA to stop their genetic collapse. But humans don't accept diplomatic immunity as an excuse for crimes. They gave us 2 days to return the girl. Khazir refused. Now we face their wrath. In space, the UEF fleet moved with terrifying efficiency. Hundreds of warships, ranging from sleek destroyers to massive carriers, emerged from hyperspace above Khazir's homeworld. Admiral Jackson, leading the fleet, stared at the planet below with grim determination. The command bridge buzzed with activity, officers relaying orders and updating tactical displays. "Admiral, all ships report ready," Commander Liu said, his voice steady despite the tension. "Begin the assault," Jackson ordered, his voice cold. "Let them feel the full might of humanity." Khazir's defenses were formidable, but they were no match for the sheer ferocity of the human assault. The first wave of UEF ships unleashed a torrent of missiles and plasma beams, overwhelming planetary shields and reducing surface installations to rubble. The sky above Khazir burned with the fury of retribution. Ambassador Bryant stood before the Galactic Council, his presence commanding and unyielding. "You violated the Galactic Treaty of Sentient Rights," he declared, his voice echoing through the Grand Chamber. "This gives us the right to take any measures necessary to protect our people and ensure this never happens again." The council members, a diverse assembly of alien races, murmured among themselves, clearly unsettled by the UEF's decisive actions. High Diplomat Orin, representing the Iconian Confederation, rose to speak. "We offered to return the girl and imprison those responsible. Surely, that is enough to end this madness." Bryant's gaze hardened. "Not when the violation is so severe. Individual rights are sacred to us. This is about more than one child. This is about sending a clear message. Harm one of ours, and we will unleash hell." The council chamber fell silent, the gravity of Bryant's words sinking in. The UES message was unmistakable. They would not tolerate any infringement upon their citizens' rights, no matter the cost. Back on Khazir, the war raged on. Admiral Jackson's fleet continued its relentless bombardment, targeting military installations, research facilities, and infrastructure. Khazir's resistance crumbled, their defenses no match for the UES advanced technology and unyielding resolve. Within 2 days, the Khazir homeworld lay in ruins. The surviving Khazir leaders, realizing the futility of further resistance, broadcast a message of surrender. Lily Saunders was found unharmed in a research facility and swiftly returned to her family. The UES retaliation had been swift and brutal, a testament to their unwavering commitment to protect their own. In the aftermath, the galaxy watched in stunned silence. The UES actions had forever changed the political landscape. High Diplomat Orin's words to Zex echoed across the stars. The humans take their treaties seriously. They believe in justice, and they will stop at nothing to ensure it is served. As the dust settled, the galaxy braced for the new era of human dominance, a power not to be underestimated or challenged lightly. The lesson was clear. Humanity's resolve was unbreakable, and their retribution unstoppable. The galactic response. The aftermath of the human retaliation against the Khazir sent shockwaves throughout the galaxy. Civilizations, both great and small, took notice. The Galactic Council convened an emergency session to address the situation, their ornate chamber filled with representatives from dozens of species. The atmosphere was thick with tension as the members awaited the arrival of Ambassador Bryant. High Diplomat Orin, representing the Iconian Confederation, stood at the forefront. He had witnessed the human response firsthand and knew the gravity of the situation. As Bryant entered, his presence was commanding, his expression steely and unyielding. He approached the podium, and the chamber fell silent. Members of the Galactic Council, Bryant began, his voice resonating with authority. The United Earth Federation stands before you today, not as aggressors, but as defenders of our people and our principles. The abduction of Lily Saunders was an act of war, a violation of the most sacred rights we hold dear. Our response was necessary to ensure such an atrocity never happens again. A murmur spread through the council members. Orin stepped forward, his eyes locking with Bryant's. Ambassador Bryant, the scale of your response has left entire worlds in ruins. The destruction was unprecedented. How do you justify such extreme measures for the abduction of a single child? Bryant's gaze did not waver. High Diplomat Orin, it is not just about one child. It is about the message we send. Humanity will not stand idly by while our people are harmed. We offered a chance for peaceful resolution, which was ignored. Our actions were a demonstration of our commitment to protect our citizens at all costs. The council members exchanged glances, their expressions ranging from concern to agreement. Representative Zax of the Varneth Coalition stood, his voice tinged with fear. Ambassador, the Khazir homeworld is in ruins. Their leadership has been decimated. What assurances do we have that humanity will not use such overwhelming force against other civilizations? Bryant's expression softened slightly. Our actions were a direct response to an unprovoked attack. We seek peace and cooperation with other civilizations, but let it be known, we will defend ourselves with every means at our disposal if provoked. Respect our sovereignty, honor your treaties, and you will find humanity a steadfast ally. Orin stepped forward again, his tone conciliatory. Ambassador, what measures can we take to prevent such conflicts in the future? How can we rebuild trust and ensure that such extreme actions are never needed again? Bryant nodded, appreciating the question. We propose a series of reforms to strengthen the Galactic Treaty of Sentient Rights. Increased transparency, mutual inspections, and severe penalties for violations. We must work together to create a galaxy where such tragedies are averted before they begin. The chamber buzzed with conversation as the representatives considered Bryant's proposal. After a moment, the Speaker of the Council, A venerable Xelonian named Thar raised a hand for silence. The proposal has merit. Let us deliberate and vote on these reforms. We must ensure the safety and security of all sentient beings in our galaxy. As the council members began their discussions, Orin approached Bryant. You spoke well, Ambassador, but the damage is done. It will take time to heal the wounds inflicted by this conflict. Bryant nodded solemnly. I understand, High Diplomat. But we must start somewhere. Humanity seeks not to dominate, but to coexist. We hope these reforms will be a step towards a more stable and peaceful galaxy. Orin sighed, his gaze distant. I hope you're right, Bryant. The galaxy is watching, and the path forward will not be easy. Rebuilding trust. Back on Earth, Prime Minister Elena Sato addressed the citizens of the United Earth Federation. The broadcast was transmitted to every corner of the galaxy, showing humanity's intent to mend relations and prevent future conflicts. Citizens of the United Earth Federation and our friends across the galaxy, Sato began, her voice steady and reassuring. The recent events have tested our resolve and demonstrated the lengths we will go to protect our people. But now we must turn towards healing and rebuilding. She continued, outlining the reforms proposed at the Galactic Council and reaffirming humanity's commitment to peace and cooperation. We will work tirelessly to ensure that the rights of all sentient beings are respected and protected. Together, we can build a future where such conflicts are a relic of the past. The message was well received, both on Earth and among the various civilizations of the galaxy. Yet the road to rebuilding trust was fraught with challenges. In the Iconian Confederation, High Diplomat Orin worked tirelessly to bridge the gap between his people and humanity. He held numerous meetings with Ambassador Bryant, discussing ways to enhance mutual understanding and cooperation. Orin, Bryant said during one of their discussions, we need to show tangible progress. What can we do to build trust between our peoples? Orin considered this for a moment. Joint ventures, scientific collaborations, cultural exchanges. Let our people see that we are not so different. That we can achieve great things together. Bryant agreed. We have a space station project that could benefit from Iconian expertise, perhaps a joint mission to explore uncharted regions of the galaxy. Orin's eyes lit up with interest. That could work. It would show our commitment to cooperation and shared goals. As the plans for the joint mission took shape, a team of human and Iconian scientists and engineers began preparations. The mission, dubbed Unity-1, aimed to explore a distant star system rumored to contain ancient artifacts and untapped resources. The mission's launch was a historic event, broadcast across the galaxy. The Unity-1 spacecraft, emblazoned with the flags of both the United Earth Federation and the Iconian Confederation, symbolized a new era of collaboration. Prime Minister Sato and High Diplomat Orin stood side by side as the ship ascended into the stars. This is just the beginning, Sato said, her voice filled with hope. Together, we can achieve greatness. Orin nodded, watching as the ship disappeared into the void. Let's hope the galaxy believes it too. Unity-1's journey. The Unity-1 mission embarked on its journey with high hopes and a sense of purpose. On board, the crew consisted of a diverse mix of humans and Iconians, each bringing their unique skills and perspectives to the table. Captain Sarah Thompson, a seasoned UEF officer, commanded the mission. Her second-in-command, Lieutenant Cal Orin, was an Iconian diplomat's son and a brilliant engineer. The two leaders worked tirelessly to ensure the mission's success and the smooth integration of their diverse crew. As Unity-1 traversed the vast expanse of space, the crew encountered various challenges, from navigating asteroid fields to deciphering ancient alien technology. Each obstacle they overcame strengthened their bond and showcased the potential of human-Iconian collaboration. During a particularly tense moment, when the ship's engines malfunctioned near a collapsing star, it was the combined efforts of human ingenuity and Iconian technology that saved the mission. As the crew celebrated their survival, Captain Thompson addressed them with pride. Today, we proved that together, we are stronger than we are apart. This mission is more than just an exploration. It's a testament to what we can achieve when we put aside our differences and work towards a common goal. Lieutenant Cal Orin added, "Let this be a message to the galaxy. Unity is our strength. Together, we can overcome any challenge." As Unity 1 continued its journey, it became a beacon of hope and cooperation. The mission's discoveries and successes were broadcast back to Earth and the Iconian homeworld, inspiring countless others to embrace the spirit of collaboration. The Lost World. As Unity 1 approached their destination, the crew's excitement was palpable. The distant star system, known as Epsilon Theta, held the promise of ancient artifacts and untapped resources. The ship's sensors picked up unusual energy readings, indicating the presence of advanced technology. Captain Thompson and Lieutenant Cal Orin stood on the bridge, reviewing the data. "We're picking up significant energy signatures from the third planet," Cal reported. "It looks like there's some kind of artificial structure down there." Thompson nodded. "Prepare a landing party. We need to investigate this up close." The landing party, a mix of humans and Iconians, descended to the planet's surface in a shuttle. As they approached, they saw a vast, ancient city partially buried in the sands of time. Towering spires and intricate buildings hinted at a civilization that had once thrived here. Dr. Elena Vasquez, the mission's lead archaeologist, led the team as they explored the ruins. "This is incredible," she murmured, her voice filled with awe. "The architecture suggests a level of sophistication we've rarely seen in the galaxy." Lieutenant Cal Orin examined a series of hieroglyphs etched into a stone wall. "These symbols, they tell a story. It seems this civilization faced a great cataclysm that forced them to abandon their world." As the team ventured deeper into the city, they discovered a massive underground chamber filled with advanced technology. In the center of the chamber stood a towering device, pulsing with energy. Captain Thompson approached cautiously. "What do you make of this, Cal?" Cal studied the device, his eyes wide with amazement. "It looks like a power generator of some kind, but on a scale we've never seen before. If we can figure out how to activate it, we might unlock a wealth of knowledge and resources." Dr. Vasquez nodded. "This could be a game changer for both our civilizations. We need to document everything and figure out how to safely interact with this technology." As the team worked, they faced numerous challenges, from deciphering the ancient language to navigating the complex machinery. But their combined expertise and determination saw them through each obstacle. Days turned into weeks as the team unraveled the secrets of the ancient city. They discovered that the civilization had harnessed a form of energy that could revolutionize space travel and provide nearly limitless power. The implications for both humanity and the Iconians were staggering. During a particularly intense session, Cal managed to activate a holographic interface. The room filled with shimmering light as a ghostly figure appeared, speaking in the ancient language. Dr. Vasquez translated. "It's a warning. This technology was their greatest achievement, but it also led to their downfall. They warn of the dangers of misuse and urge any who find it to use it wisely." Captain Thompson's expression grew serious. "We need to be careful. This could be a turning point for our civilizations, but we must respect the power and the responsibility that comes with it." A new alliance. As news of the Unity 1 mission's discovery spread, the galaxy watched with bated breath. The potential of the ancient technology could reshape the balance of power and propel both the United Earth Federation and the Iconian Confederation to new heights. Prime Minister Sutto and High Diplomat Orin coordinated closely, planning the next steps. They agreed that the technology's potential should be shared, not hoarded, and that it must be developed with caution and oversight. A grand summit was convened on Earth, bringing together leaders from both civilizations and representatives from the Galactic Council. The summit was a symbol of their commitment to cooperation and mutual progress. In a historic address, Prime Minister Sato stood before the assembled dignitaries. Today, we stand on the brink of a new era. The discoveries of the Unity-1 mission have shown us what we can achieve when we work together. This ancient technology holds immense promise, but it also comes with great responsibility. We must ensure that it is used for the benefit of all, and that we never repeat the mistakes of the past. High Diplomat Orin followed, his voice filled with conviction. The Iconian Confederation is committed to this path of cooperation. We have seen the power of unity, and we pledge to work alongside humanity to harness this technology for the greater good. Together, we can build a future where all civilizations thrive. The summit culminated in the signing of the Unity Accord, a comprehensive agreement outlining the shared development and oversight of the ancient technology. The accord included provisions for joint research initiatives, mutual inspections, and strict safeguards to prevent misuse. As the leaders signed the accord, the audience erupted in applause. The Unity Accord was a beacon of hope, signaling a new era of collaboration and shared destiny. The road ahead. With the Unity Accord in place, the focus shifted to the practical challenges of developing the ancient technology. Teams of scientists, engineers, and diplomats from both civilizations worked tirelessly to unlock its secrets and ensure its safe application. The Unity-1 mission continued to explore the ancient city, uncovering new discoveries and refining their understanding of the technology. The shared efforts of the human and Iconian teams fostered a sense of camaraderie and mutual respect. Back on Earth and the Iconian homeworld, public sentiment began to shift. The initial fear and mistrust gave way to a cautious optimism. Cultural exchanges flourished, and joint educational programs were established to promote understanding and cooperation. In a symbolic gesture, a monument was erected in the heart of the ancient city, commemorating the Unity-1 mission and the signing of the Unity Accord. The monument, a blend of human and Iconian artistry, stood as a testament to what they had achieved together. As Captain Thompson and Lieutenant Cal Orin stood before the monument, they reflected on their journey. "We've come a long way," Thompson said, her voice filled with pride. "But there's still so much to do." Cale nodded. "The road ahead will be challenging, but we've shown that we can overcome anything when we work together. This is just the beginning." Prime Minister Sato and High Diplomat Orin, watching from a distance, shared a similar sentiment. "Our civilizations have taken a significant step forward," Sato said, "but we must remain vigilant. The challenges we face are great, but so is our potential." Orin agreed. The Unity Accord is more than just an agreement. It's a promise to ourselves and to future generations, a promise to strive for a better, more united galaxy. As the sun set over the ancient city, casting long shadows across the monument, the leaders knew that their work was far from over. But they also knew that they had forged a path forward, one built on trust, cooperation, and a shared vision for the future. Together, they faced the road ahead with hope and determination, ready to meet the challenges and opportunities that lay before them. The galaxy, once divided, now had a chance to unite and prosper, guided by the spirit of unity and the promise of a brighter tomorrow. Challenges and triumphs. With the Unity Accord signed and the ancient technology being studied, the galaxy entered a period of cautious optimism. However, the road ahead was not without its obstacles. Political, social, and technical challenges arose as humanity and the Iconians worked together to integrate the newly discovered technology into their societies. The technical challenge. The ancient technology, while promising, was complex and often baffling. Scientists and engineers from both civilizations faced numerous setbacks as they attempted to replicate and adapt the technology for practical use. Dr. Elena Vasquez and her Iconian counterpart, Dr. Merrick Terran, led a joint research team. "We're dealing with systems that are millennia ahead of anything we've seen," Dr. Terran remarked. "It's like trying to understand quantum physics with a stone tablet." Dr. Vasquez nodded. "We need to be patient and meticulous. One wrong move, and we could trigger a catastrophic failure." Despite the challenges, the team made steady progress. They managed to develop a prototype reactor based on the ancient power generator, which could provide nearly limitless clean energy. The successful test of the reactor was a major milestone, proving that the technology could be harnessed safely. The political challenge. While the technical team worked on unlocking the secrets of the ancient technology, political leaders faced their own set of challenges. Not everyone was pleased with the Unity Accord, and factions within both the United Earth Federation and the Iconian Confederation voiced their opposition. On Earth, Prime Minister Sato faced increasing pressure from hardline factions who viewed the Iconians with suspicion. "We can't let our guard down," Senator Riley, a prominent critic, warned. This alliance could be a Trojan horse. High Diplomat Orin encountered similar resistance within the Iconian Confederation. "Some believe we're giving away too much," he confided to Prime Minister Sato during a private meeting. "They fear that humans will dominate us." Sato sighed. "We need to address these concerns head-on. Transparency and open communication are key. We must show our people that this alliance benefits everyone." To that end, they organized a series of town hall meetings and public forums, allowing citizens to voice their concerns and learn more about the ongoing projects. These efforts helped to alleviate some of the fears, but deep-seated mistrust would take time to fully dispel. The social challenge. As the alliance progressed, cultural exchanges between humans and Iconians became more common. Schools and universities established exchange programs, and mixed crews on starships became a symbol of the new cooperation. Lieutenant Cal Orin found himself invited to speak at a human university. Standing before a packed auditorium, he shared his experiences working alongside Captain Thompson and the crew of Unity 1. "We've learned that despite our differences, we share common goals and values," Cal said. "This collaboration has shown us that we can achieve great things when we set aside our prejudices and work together." The audience responded with enthusiastic applause, and Cal felt a surge of hope. "We're building a future where our children will grow up knowing that cooperation, not conflict, is the path to progress." Triumphs and setbacks. The journey was marked by both triumphs and setbacks. The development of the ancient technology continued to yield breakthroughs, including advancements in space travel and medicine. However, there were also failures, and occasional accidents underscored the need for caution. One such incident occurred during a test of a new propulsion system. A malfunction caused a small explosion, injuring several engineers. The accident prompted a review of safety protocols and a renewed emphasis on careful experimentation. Despite these challenges, the spirit of collaboration remained strong. The shared victories, such as the successful deployment of a new energy grid powered by the ancient reactor, reinforced the commitment to the alliance. The long road ahead. As the years passed, the alliance between humanity and the Iconians deepened. The Unity Accord was expanded to include other civilizations, creating a framework for a more inclusive and cooperative galactic community. Captain Thompson, now an admiral, looked back on the early days of the alliance with pride. "We've come a long way," she reflected. "What started as a desperate mission has grown into something far greater than any of us could have imagined." High Diplomat Orin, standing beside her, nodded. "We've faced tremendous challenges, but we've also achieved incredible things. The future is brighter because of our willingness to work together." Prime Minister Sato and the new Iconian leader, President Zoril, addressed the Galactic Council in a historic joint session. "We stand united," Sato declared, "not just as allies, but as partners in the pursuit of a better future for all." Zoril added, "Our journey is far from over. We will continue to face obstacles, but we will also continue to strive for peace, progress, and prosperity. Together, we are stronger." The council chamber erupted in applause, a symbol of the growing solidarity among the galaxy's civilizations. Epilogue. A legacy of unity. Years later, a new generation of humans and Iconians stood at the forefront of scientific and cultural achievements. The lessons learned from the ancient technology and the spirit of the Unity Accord continued to guide their actions. In the heart of the ancient city, now a thriving hub of research and exploration, a monument stood tall. Inscribed on its base were the words, "In unity, we find our strength. In cooperation, we find our future." As people from across the galaxy visited the monument, they were reminded of the journey that had brought them here. The legacy of unity, forged in the face of adversity, continued to inspire hope and progress. Admiral Thompson, now retired, visited the monument with her granddaughter. "This is where it all began," she said, her voice filled with pride. "Remember, it's up to your generation to carry this legacy forward." Her granddaughter nodded, her eyes shining with determination. "We will, Grandma. We'll keep building on what you started." And so, the story of humanity and the Iconians continued, a never-ending journey of exploration, cooperation, and discovery. The galaxy, once divided, now stood united, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. You have reached the end of the story. If you enjoyed this story and want to support us, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel. And for every comment that says 88, I will heart every single one of them. Thank you for your time.